Hey everybody, Karlie Smith here with our guy, John Fanta, for another week of CAA Hoops Insider. And John, you've been on the road, no shocker there, but just got back from Charleston today. And when this goes out in the recording on social media, you'll have had a few days of rest, right, in preparation for the week ahead. But what was your experience like in Charleston? Beautiful city, awesome game, great call.
Well, Karlie, what my experience was, and it's great to be with you, is that TD Arena is fantastic. The local community just rallies around their Cougars. They love the Charleston Cougars. And it's easy to see why this program has become one of the premier mid-major programs in college basketball. They have the fan base, they have the building, they have the facilities, they have the resources. As you know, and as our great commissioner of the CAA, Joe D'Antonio, has brought up, it's an ever-changing time in college basketball where name, image, and likeness is a part of the equation. And I think Charleston, I give a lot of credit to their athletic director, to their administration, because they have figured their way through how they can best handle NIL in our current landscape. And that's part of running a college basketball program today as well. I just think that the Cougars have every single resource and they have culture in their building. So this is beyond basketball. Pat Kelsey has a connectivity with his players. They're a program that's based on passion and they play with it every time out. And on Monday night, it was not always pretty. And you give a lot of credit to William and Mary for making life hard. And being the latest case of there are no off nights in the CAA, which is a theme to our episode this week that we're going to get to. Sure. But in this win for Charleston, 65-57, Frankie Policelli, he's a winner, and he made winning plays in this game. 15 points, 6 rebounds. The 15 points he had, he made timely buckets. Ante Berzovic with 9 and 12 in the win. Rain Smith delivers 15, hit a couple of huge threes in the first half. When Charleston was going through droughts, William and Mary guarded well. They did a great job of switching defensively. They made it tougher on Charleston to find tempo. And I think in terms of William and Mary, the future's looking brighter for them because Chase Lowe is a talented player and Trey Moss has great speed as well. And you can't forget about Gabe Dorsey, who can really light it up from three. But Charleston grinded it out. The Cougars can win a game 85-80. But what they showed on Monday, they can win 65-57. They won the toughness battle. And Ante Berzovic is one of the most underrated passers in college basketball. He's the mailman in Charleston.
And John, you and I were talking about this, but we're kind of getting a foretaste of the madness of March, like what the month of March could actually bring for CAA basketball. And this week kind of has been an appetizer, right, to that main meal that's coming to Washington, D.C., March 8th through the 12th. Get your tickets now. But I was prepping for this week and I honestly didn't know where to begin. And so, let's start with Monmouth because I think Xander Rice is probably a really good place to start because anytime, John, you use half court and buzzer beater in the same sentence. Yeah, pretty decent game, I think. Rice scores 37 points in Monmouth's 88-87 win over Campbell on Thursday, including the buzzer beater. And then the team turns around and defeats Stony Brook on the road on Saturday. Nikita Konstanovsky posted the league's first 2020 game in 6 years. 6 years in that game. And so why was this week just Emmy Award winning for the Hawks, John?
Yeah, in the state where the Sopranos is based out of, Monmouth had their own drama series here this past week, and guess what? They were winners in it. This program was picked 11th in the CAA.
11th.
And as we're talking right now, they're up to 7th, and they can keep climbing. I mean, they are a team that they're the dark horse of the league, in my mind, when the conference tournament rolls around. You know why? Xander Rice can show up and just be an absolute bucket. He is wired to score. He's one of the best scorers in America. And when he gets into microwave mode, just get the butter ready because the popcorn's going to pop for this kid. He's got serious game. He fills it up quickly. He does it efficiently as well. And I love the story of Xander being able to play for his dad, King, their bond. King said meals at home have gotten better because his wife's cooking all of Xander's favorites. And it might not be the healthiest option for King because his wife likes to take care of their nutrition. But if your son's happy, then Pops is happy, and Mom's making them happy. So I'll tell you what, I love this story. I also like the way this team plays, and you brought it up. Nikita Konstantinovsky was a terrific pickup for this program from the transfer portal, coming in from Tulsa. His length and strength. I mean, 6'10", 245. He's big. And he takes up a lot of real estate on the interior. 22 and 20 against Stony Brook. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me to do that to Keenan Fitzmaurice, who is a good player at Stony Brook? That says a lot. I mean, 20 of the team's 46 rebounds. Monmouth's got it rolling, and that's a big weekend sweep for them. The win over Campbell, unbelievable shot by Xander Rice. There is no limit on his range, right? The gym is his range. He could shoot it from anywhere inside the building, and he's going to make it because he's determined. But this Monmouth team, it's not just Rice and Konstantinovsky. I mean, I've loved Jared Valencia all season long. I think his athleticism and versatility is something. I think Sha'Carri Spence is very good at moving the basketball, and Jack Collins never gets enough credit for what he deserves. Yeah. Monmouth's having a really nice season at 15 and 12. And in this league, they scheduled hard. They went to Morgantown and beat West Virginia. They're battle tested, and that's why they're 8-6 in league play. But when it comes to Monmouth, X marks the spot in West Long Branch. Just give it to Mr. Rice.
Give it to him. And you mentioned popcorn. Let's talk still Emmy Awards, because this next game that we're going to talk about gave us all the feels. Elon's 73-72 win at Trask Coliseum on Saturday. Wow, to do that in front of a sold-out crowd. I mean, in-state rivalry, adding to the drama. You look on Thursday, they got the win over Delaware, 73-67. That's a great win. So what did you see out of Elon this week, John?
Well, what I saw was a team that refocused on who they are, refocused on their DNA, and got Max McKinnon cooking. They've got to have Max McKinnon playing a big-time role for them to win. And Max had 21 points and 5 assists. He hit a bit of a sophomore wall. He's the reigning CAA Rookie of the Year. And when you get to your sophomore season and you're at the top of a scouting report, it can be tough.
Right.
This league can be really hard. Well, now he's adjusting to what he's seeing from opposing defenses, and he's getting to his spots more efficiently. And that's a credit to Billy Taylor and the job that he's done with this team. But TK Simpkins can attack the lane. He can get to the rim. He makes things happen. He causes havoc on a defense with his speed. Sam Sherry, he's put together a nice stretch here over the last couple of weeks, and they've gone zone. Elon's gone zone defensively. They're not going to win any defensive awards, but you got to go 2-3 zone sometimes to spice things up. And guess what? That's called coaching, and the coaching in this league is great. Billy Taylor said, I got to switch things up. What did the zone do? It forces you to take threes. And UNCW went 8 for 29 from 3. KJ Jenkins goes 4 of 12. When Jenkins is on, UNCW can win an NCAA tournament game. They're that good. When Jenkins is not on, it creates a question mark for UNCW from the perimeter. Elon's defensive scheme worked. It forced UNCW into living a little bit too much by the 3. And what a putback there by Isaac Carell, the freshman, who comes up huge to win it. L.A. Pratt came off the bench. He's the guy that Elon identifies as the X Factor. He had 13 points. The Phoenix is rising. They get a signature win in Wilmington.
And Coach Taylor, I mean, just one of the best in the business. Excited to see Elon in March very shortly. Okay, let's hand out some more flowers. Congratulations to Hofstra's Jaquan Carlos JC, who broke the Hofstra and CAA records for assists in a game with 19 in the Pride's win over Northeastern on Saturday. Also, let's kind of pivot here. You mentioned last week you wanted to see Drexel get back into the win column. They did exactly that this week. Okay, so now we get to see JC, Drexel, both of those teams going toe-to-toe on CBS Sports Network on Thursday. That game, what are some others that really entice you this week, John?
I'm looking forward to this Thursday night. And Jaquan Carlos, this kid is everything Speedy Claxton could ask for and more. He really is taking his coach's teaching and he's applying it. And he's a New York guy. He's from Brooklyn. He's Brooklyn tough. He's never seen He's never seen a challenge that he didn't like. So I can't wait. Hofstra fans, I can't wait to be in Long Island with all of you Thursday night. Our CBS Sports Network crew is coming to you. Yes, Thursday at 7, Drexel, Justin Moore, a really elite guard going up against Jaquan Carlos. That's terrific at the point guard position. How about Tyler Thomas, the bucket getter that he is? How about Amari Williams? How does Hofstra combat the size and the versatility of Williams and the defense of Williams? I can't wait for Thursday night on CBS Sports Network. What other games are we looking out for? Monmouth at Towson. Can Towson contain Xander Rice? Towson, you've got Charleston on CBS Sports Network Saturday. Don't look ahead. Don't look ahead. And Charles Thompson versus Konstantinovsky is going to be a great battle inside. Hampton at Campbell. Campbell with Anthony Dell'Orso. And Hampton coming off a win over Towson. Shout out to Hampton. That was a shocker. The Pirates got it done. They got 19 points from Jordan Nesbitt. They got 19 points from Tedrick Wilcox. So now they ride a little bit of momentum into things. Yeah. Elon's at Northeastern. We just brought it up with Drexel and Hofstra. I can't wait for Charleston, Delaware, Jair Davis, and the Blue Hens. Delaware, 9-5 in the league. Charleston, tough road test. This is the weekend for Charleston, Karlie, because they go from Delaware to then Saturday having to be at Towson. Towson only allows 61 points per game in home games. So that is going to be a really interesting test on Saturday for the Cougars. Among the other showdowns on Saturday, I'll be looking at William and Mary at Stony Brook. I like the way the Tribe's playing, but they got to go up to Stony Brook. You've got Hampton Northeastern. You've got A&T and Monmouth. You got Elon at Hofstra. Now Elon with a little bit of momentum. Can that translate here? McKinnon versus Thomas will be a fun star matchup.
Butter, soda, you get your popcorn ready. Buy a ticket to the 2024 CAA Men's Basketball Championship while you're at it, because we would love to see you there. John Fanta, you're the best. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you, Karlie, and buy your ticket to the CAA Men's Basketball Tournament and the Women's Basketball Tournament. I know Monica Moore's ready as well. And you can go to Entertainment and Sports Arena and enjoy basketball and then tour our nation's capital while you're at it. What could be better?
The trip is planned. Enjoy.